Well, it is poinsettia time out at Al's farm, and I'm with Dorothy Russo. And Dorothy, this is a gorgeous crop this year.
Thanks, Judy.
You know, and you are in charge of all this growing facility out here, and an owner. So really, while we're all having fun in the summertime, you are really, in June, already starting to start these poinsettias.
We have. Most of the poinsettias come in June, late June, early July. Most of our poinsettia cuttings, either rooted or unrooted, will come in.
And they're coming from off-site. They're coming from Mexico?
They come in from Mexico, where poinsettias are native.
So that's kind of funny that it's all for full cycle like that.
Yes.
So then what happens then? I mean, you got to start growing them all those many months ago.
We do. In June or July, we will get in a cutting that is about this top size.
Tiny.
And what we will do is some of them we get in unrooted, and some of them we get in rooted. If they come in unrooted, we stick them directly into an oasis, and then we grow them out for the roots. And then once they're rooted well, then we will transplant them into their proper size.
So you grow so many. So what's the total number?
We grow about 45,000 pieces. They're spread out over 5 different sizes and about 40 different varieties.
Really? Wow. So there's something for everyone out here, for different decor, different kind of, if I like traditional, I like unusual, there's really something for everybody.
Right. We have, like I said, 40 different varieties. Many of them are red, not all of them. There are probably 7 different reds that we do. And then we also do the novelty ones that are different for your different decor and for your different holidays. This one's orange spice, and it is orange. It would be good for like Thanksgiving or your harvest time.
Nice. Well, I'm also noticing that on one side of this greenhouse they're all in full flower, and on the other side they're not. So how could you get that in the same house?
I learned a new word today. Poinsettias are photoperiodic, which means they trigger their color by the day length. And so what we do in this particular greenhouse for the evening of light, so that we have poinsettias in color for that particular event, we give these a daylight treatment. It's called black clothing. And so what we will do is every night for about a month, we will cover these poinsettias so they are in total darkness for extended period of time. They need 12 hours or greater of total darkness. And so in order to trigger the color initiation, naturally they trigger at about the equinox, but these we want to finish early since our evening of lights are early. And so we do it that way.
And I've noticed that they have so many different, or so many bracts, and you'd call these bracts, they're not really petals, per plant. I mean, that's just amazing how full they are.
Correct. So what we do in order, poinsettia is normally a single bloom. It wants to be a single bloom plant. And so the cutting that we get in, if you look at it here, it is just going to have one bract in here. So what we do before we plant them is we will take the cutting and we will decide how many different blooms we would like our finished product to be. And then we start at the bottom and we count up that many leaves, and then we pinch the rest of the poinsettia off. It's called pinching. And so we pinch the tip out, and that allows for the light to come in and to get on these little nodes in here, and then they will branch out from there.
And then they'll make these beautiful plants.
Right.
Well, there is so many to choose from, and I know you mentioned that they have the Al's Evening of Lights, and so that's coming up really soon.
It is. It is next week. In Sherwood, it is Thursday night, and then on the 6th, and then Friday in Woodburn on the 7th, and then Gresham's is on the 8th. And Gresham, we do something a little bit different. We have poinsettias growing in Gresham also, and so we take a tour of the poinsettia greenhouse, the growing greenhouse there, so it starts a little bit earlier so that we can do that in the daylight.
Well, you know, if you want to get on that tour or have any of the information, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to Al's and you can get all the information for that. It's like, it's going to be so much fun, isn't it?
It's going to be fun. I like it. You get to see the poinsettias and all the Christmas product, everything in the evening when everything's lit.
It's so beautiful.
That we don't normally get to see when we shop.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a fun evening to be able to see that. It's great photo op. Bring your family, bring your friends. Good time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for everything.
Thanks, Judy.